Have you noticed the rate at which people are Japa dying? If you don't know what is Japada is the opposite of Japa, which means people relocating or returning back to Nigeria. So that is what Japada means. People are rethinking this whole thing and they're doing what is best for them and their families. Just like so many people are leaving Nigeria en masse, people are also coming back to Nigeria. But at the end of the day, we need to do what is best for ourselves and our family. That being said, today I'll be reading more emails that I have received from my subscribers. This one is quite an interesting one, so I'm going to read it to you. I'll be reading from my laptop as usual, and it goes this way. Hi Ada, I have been watching your videos on relocation back to Nigeria from the UK, and I've been reading people's reactions. Please keep up the good work. I personally came to the UK on a study visa in 2021 and living a good job that was taking care of my family with ease. The shock I felt when I arrived made me want to run back to my job. I just felt it from within me that it wasn't worth the hype. It was like the proverbial saying of what an elder sees sitting down, a child would not see, even if it climbed a tree. I saw the future struggles in the UK the moment I arrived, and it was not what I wanted to face or my family to face. No social life, no friendliness, fake smiles, always on your toes at work, etc. We were not suffering in Nigeria. I asked myself, why the need to jump on this bus? I paused everything about my family coming. I decided not to sell anything for any relocation. I managed to finish my master's and graduated with a merit after a traumatic struggle. I would advise anyone relocating in their 40s to think this twice, except you are relocating as a professional, doctor, nurse, IT, etc. But then you are still going to feel the struggle. Each time I visit my family, I spend so much time that I don't want to come back and finish my visa. I truly come alive when I am in Nigeria. I just felt that I wasted 3 years of my life on that venture. I am looking up to God to restore me. My colleagues back at my work were all promoted within that same period I was struggling in the UK. It was traumatic. In my opinion, relocation to a Western system like the UK should be for people in their 20s who have enough time to grow and adjust in the system before they start a family. Lots of middle-aged immigrants are struggling, especially those who came on a student visa, and it's not funny. Again, I didn't want my children to grow up in this kind of system where they lose their African heritage. It is a no-no for me. I decided to plan for them to travel for university education abroad instead. People will call you crazy and all sorts of names because you decided to come back home. This is the same thing my friends are saying when I tell them I am done, or when my post-study visa ends, I will just go back to Nigeria. I prefer being a king in my homeland instead of slaving and being a second-class human in a foreign land that appears to just tolerate me. Good luck and keep up the good work. I am praying to God to restore me back because it was just a huge waste coming here. Just the degree I can say I achieved. I can go on, but let me stop here. With regards. That was quite interesting, and this was my response to this person. Hello C, it was so lovely to read your email. I understand the feeling. People will always tell you not to come back. It all depends on why you want to return to Nigeria. We all know that Nigeria is challenging. However, this has been the case even before we left years ago. At least you have experienced both worlds and you know which one is better for you and your family. Remember, family dynamics and priorities differs, which means you have to do what works for you and your family. I must say, thank God and well done for not selling things off. They will come in very handy if and when you decide to return back to Nigeria. In the meantime, take things easy, one day at a time, and don't be too hard on yourself. All the best. With regards, Ada. Now, that was my response to this person. His email basically summarized everything I have been talking about on this channel. Sometimes it's really difficult to convince people, especially when they are here in Nigeria. I get people say, oh, are you discouraging us from going? After going there and you've lived the life and you've made so much money, and back here in Nigeria, you don't want us to do the same. That is not the point. The UK or the West in general 20, 15 years ago. It's not the same thing now, because things have really changed. Immigration rules have changed so much. We've had series of inflation. We have more wars going on. Things have actually changed from how they used to be, which is making relocating, like, migrating to the Western world more difficult. Someone that migrated with a student visa, their struggles will be different from somebody that went with a high-skilled visa. Before you embark on this journey, you need to take so many things into consideration. Are you married? How old are you? What qualification are you going with? Like, things like that is something that you need to actually sit down and see if it actually works for you and your family than following the bandwagon. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to continue this series, because I've got lots of emails with real life experiences and real life questions that I get sent on a regular basis. I think you'll benefit from hearing people's experiences, real life experiences on what people are going through, and that will help you in making your decision. Thank you so much for watching today. I will come your way again with another interesting video. Bye bye.